Hello students, let us begin with the second chapter of geography, land, soil, water, natural vegetation and wildlife resources. In a small village in Tanzania, Africa, Mamba gets up very early in the morning to fetch water. She has to walk a long way and returns after a few hours. She then helps her mother in the house and joins her brothers in taking care of their goats. All her family owns is a piece of rocky land around their small hut. Mamba's father can barely grow some maize and beans on it after toiling hard. This is not enough to feed their family for the whole year. Peter lives in the heart of the sheep rearing region in New Zealand, where his family runs a wool processing factory. Every day when he returns from school, Peter watches his uncle taking care of their sheep. Their shipyard is situated on a wide grassy plain with hills in the far distance. It is managed in a scientific way using the latest technology. Peter's family also grows vegetables through organic farming. Mamba and Peter stay in two different parts of the world and lead very different lives. This difference is because of the differences in the quality of land, soil, water, natural vegetation, animals, and usage of technology. The availability of such resources is the main reason places differ from each other. Land. Land is among the most important natural resources. It covers only about 30% of the total area of the Earth's surface, and all parts of this percentage are not habitable. 90% of the world population occupies only 30% of land area. The remaining 70% of the land is either sparsely populated or uninhabited. The uneven distribution of population in different parts of the world is mainly due to varied characteristics of land and climate. The rugged topography, steep slopes of the mountains, low-lying areas susceptible to waterlogging, desert areas, thick forested areas are normally sparsely populated or uninhabited. Plains and river valleys offer suitable land for agriculture. Hence, these are the densely populated areas of the world. Land use. Land is used for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads, and setting up of industries. This is commonly termed as land use. The use of land is determined by physical factors such as topography, soil, climate, minerals, and availability of water. Human factors such as population and technology are also important determinants of land use pattern. Land can also be divided on the basis of private land and community land. Private land is owned by individuals, whereas community land is owned by community for common uses like collection of fodder, fruits, nuts, or medicinal herbs. These community lands are also called common property resources. People and their demands are ever growing, but the availability of land is limited. The quality of land also differs from place to place. People start encroaching the common lands to build up commercial areas, housing complexes in the urban areas, and to expand the agricultural land in the rural areas. Today, the vast changes in the land use pattern also reflect the cultural changes in our society. Land degradation, landslides, soil erosion, desertification are the major threats to the environment because of the expansion of agriculture and Constructional activities. Land degradation means loss of its natural fertility due to loss of nutrients. Landslides are defined as the mass movement of rock, debris or earth down a slope. Soil erosion is the displacement of upper layer of soil, and desertification is the process by which fertile land becomes a desert. Conservation of land resource. Growing population and their ever-growing demand has led to large-scale destruction of forest cover and arable land. Arable land means cultivable land and has created a fear of losing their natural resource. Therefore, the present rate of degradation of land resources must be checked. Afforestation means the process of planting a large number of trees on land which has few or no trees on it. Land reclamation. It is the process of creating new land from the sea. Regulated use of chemical pesticide and fertilizers and checks on overgrazing are some of the common methods used to conserve land. Landslides. Landslides are simply defined as the mass movement of rock, debris or earth down a slope. They often take place in conjunction with earthquakes, floods and volcanoes. A prolonged spell of rainfall can cause heavy landslide that can block the flow of river for quite some time. The formation of river blocks can cause havoc to the settlements downstream on its bursting. In the hilly terrain, landslides have been a major and widely spread natural disaster that often strike life and property and occupy a position of major concern. A case study. A massive landslide hit Pangi village near Rekong Pyo in Kinnaur district of Himachal Pradesh and damaged a 200-meter stretch of old Hindustan-Tibet Road, National Highway 22. This landslide was triggered by intense blasting at Pangi village. Due to the blasting, this weak zone of slope collapsed and caused intense damage to the road and nearby villages. The Pangi village was completely vacated to avoid any possible loss of life. Mitigation mechanism. Advancement in scientific techniques has empowered us to understand what factors can cause landslides and how to manage them. Some broad mitigation techniques of landslide are as follows. Hazard mapping locate areas prone to landslides. Hence, such areas can be avoided for building settlements. Construction of retention wall to stop land from slipping. Increase in vegetation cover is an effective way to arrest landslide. The surface drainage control works are implemented to control the movement of landslide along with rainwater and spring flows. So now let us summarize what we learnt in this part. First, we learnt about land, an important natural resource, and that it covers only about 30% of the total area of Earth's surface. 90% of the world population occupies only 30% of the land area. Then we saw which areas are sparsely populated and densely populated. Land use. Land is used for different purposes such as agriculture, forestry, mining, building houses, roads, and setting up of industries. This is commonly termed as land use. The use of land is determined by physical factors such as topography, soil, climate, minerals, and availability of water, and human factors such as population and technology. Land can also be divided on the basis of private land and community land. Private land is owned by individuals, whereas community land is owned by community for common uses like collection of water, fruits, nuts or medicinal herbs. These community lands are also called common property resources. Then we learnt about the major threats to the environment such as land degradation, landslides, soil erosion and desertification. Landslides are simply defined as mass movement of rock, debris or earth down a slope. Then we learnt about common mitigation techniques of landslide. We also learnt about the common methods used to conserve land such as afforestation, land reclamation, regulated use of chemical pesticide and fertilizers, and checks on overgrazing. With this, we have completed the first part of chapter 2. There is a link of quiz given in the description box below which you can answer to analyze how much you have learned from this video. If you liked the video, then do like, subscribe and share it with your friends. In the next part, we will discuss about another natural resource, that is soil.